you guys. My music stopped. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow. That's all I could say is, holy crap, you guys. Oh, NW Love celebrates 5 months of membership. Thank you. Thank you for that support. Welcome in. All right. We've got Muffin Top. Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Welcome in. Do we have Judy? Let's see. Not yet. I don't think so. All right, welcome. Thelma, welcome in. Jay, hi. Electricity is out. Ooh. GH White, hello. Adrian Joan, yes. It changed to 4:45, correct? Sorry, I had to add a few more things. That's usually what happens when there's a lot going on. Ugh. GH White, look at all of that. Hi, how's it shaking for you? All is good over here. Susan Randall, welcome. Yeah, there's a lot. What is it? Shake Surface Smith, welcome, welcome. Sassafras. I love seeing all of you guys. Thank you for coming in, and it's showtime is right, and showing your support. Sarah Smith, great. Some new people here, which is wonderful. My presentation today is really super important. 32 to 63 miles per hour. Welcome. I think I said Adrian Jones. See, my brain is sugar bee. My brain is spinning, you guys. So, again, Steffi Marshall, welcome. Thank you, Muffin Top. Are you new? It seems that, yes, the dogs start barking. Long gone. I don't know if some people I haven't seen in a while. Welcome, you guys. All right, let me get this timer off. Sorry I had to push it up, but today's presentation, super important. I mean, all my presentations are important, but it seems as if a lot of new things are being told to me, and it brought me out of my element from focusing from the details I usually focus in on to focusing into something else. Everything I do and say falls, I should say something else. It's all for Summer Moonwell's missing children. It's all for the sake of these children, adult sacrifices that are happening, and no one is stopping it. And I can't seem to get any kind of law enforcement to give a shit, right? So everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It is all for the children. All for the children. This isn't about, I'm going to show a lot of different channels, information. I'm going to show you what I believe to be the most important bits of this bingo card that I want to show you guys what to watch and what to look out for. It's something to pay attention to. So I'm going to be going over that first. And then I'm going to be showing you how the faces are all looking the same. And I'm just talking about the faces that tell the story to me. So if I point out Molly Golightly's face, that doesn't mean that I am calling out Molly Golightly. It means that there is a face beneath the deep fake. Anyone that's new here, I work with deep fake. Deep fake is when information is placed either underneath or on top, whatever it is, to cover up the truth, or to put the truth underneath the fake, or the fake underneath the truth. It doesn't matter. It's called a deep fake. And it seems as if there are a lot of YouTube creators that I feel really represent these faces that are behind the story. Again, I'm not saying it's them, I'm saying they're being used. So I will be showing you different creators. I'm putting up panels of information. And I haven't, just to let you guys know, up to date, I haven't received or had heard any channel acknowledge the fact that this information is on their panel. Today's information mainly did come from panels taken from Ziggy's or Molly's. Now, why Ziggy's or Molly's? Because they were the first ones up there. I know them, their channels, and I know that they have information that goes back to day one of Summer Moon Wells. They were the first ones to say anything. So I have videos that go back to June 16th. And surprisingly enough, we are now almost in April of 2023, and same faces. It's the same faces that have information underneath them. And for almost going on 2 full years, no one has stepped forward to even try to solve these missing children's cases by just looking at their videos. No one. I've called it out many times, begging. Look at this information. So I am going to start with that. And then thank you to a member. I don't know if you want me to mention your name or not. You came on and asked me if I remembered from Mexico, Summer, Wells, and Jose, the LLC. The information, it's almost a year back. And when you emailed me, I thank you very, very much. You guys, I do read the emails. I know people email and say, I don't know if you're getting this. I'm getting it. I read it. It soaks in what needs to, and then the other just flushes away. A lot of the information you guys send me is amazing. So don't stop. One of my members here, and you know who you are, you asked, and I actually did answer you on the chat room. You asked for me to get you more information on the Summer Wells Mexico information. I'm going to review that tonight. I'm going to show you guys what I found a year ago, and how this company was exporting, maybe they're still doing, refrigerators from Mexico to Texas. And it's under Summer Wells and Jose. I'm bringing that back up, and I also went to the new Google Images. Last time I showed it, the Google Images, and this is from Guatemala, I don't know, it's somewhere in that area, was 2021. Interestingly enough, they have updated their photos on Google to 2023. So I have those to show you. And it's very important because you're going to see the elements, and I'm going to show you how the information stays the same, and I'm sticking to it. Then I'm going to show you a couple that I have been following, how their images and their faces pretty much all match up to what I'm going to be showing you in the beginning. They match up to the creators that we're working with. And then I'll end my presentation. This presentation is almost 150 pages. With Madeline McCain and Summer Moon Wells, how they have similar, if not identical, elements, and they show the same information. And it's very important to get that out there. Madeline McCain, there's something very strange going on with that. My little spirit guides showed me something last night so horrific. I don't even, I'm have to write it in my book. And it showed what's happening to these kids. And bricks are involved. Water with their heads are involved. There's a master involved. And it's complete chaos when these things happen. And, oh wait, what are you saying? Wait, I'm looking back in the chat for a moment. What was the kids they found in Mexico? 6-year-old FBI looked, they found her. Shipping of live. No, I'm not. Long gone, I'm not. I don't know that. Anyways, that's what I'm going to show you. And it's important to kind of feel the photos I'm showing you and wash away and put away all the pre-thoughts that you have of what you think is real and not real. This is all for entertainment, educational purposes, right? And it's all falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I'm showing you this information because I truly believe it will help find the missing children and help find these areas that are doing this. I do also want to thank the member who sent me that information on Arbania Papillon, and the group that is working with the territories that you just can't go on the reservations. I want you to know that I called them. I have left 3 messages, and I think that's a great opportunity for me to give the information to this group. So thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to start. And I want you guys to understand that these photos that you see in front of you, these are very clear photos that have always been there. These have always been there. Nothing has changed. Nothing has been added. Nothing has been taken away. You're looking at these photos of Don and Candace today, but these photos have been up there for over a year. And they've been on the creators I'm going to show you's YouTube channel for over a year. None of the YouTube creators have stopped to look at it, except the fact that this is on their channel, nor have they talked about it during any of their lives. That is where my question is. My question is, how many times do I have to mention Molly Golightly's name? How many times? Or is it that you don't, this is directed to her, that you don't want to touch it? Because it can't be that you think it's fake, because these pictures are very clear today. Very clear. And I'm not going to stop showing them, and understand they have nothing to do with the creators. I am calling on the creators to help. I'm not calling on the creators because I'm saying, oh my God, you're guilty. Not at all. I am saying to the creators that have much larger platforms than me, right? To open up their lives, their panels, all of their panels, every one of the panels that all the people were on show the same information. This is quite interesting that the photos that show it's not even raising an eyebrow. Nothing. Nothing. The photos that are inside this particular panel that comes from Ziggy's panel way long ago shows information. And this is not Don and Candace. It's not Don and Candace in the video, you guys. Each square, if you go back to any of the panels over a year ago, I know on Ziggy's channel for sure, and they're fabulous. Go back and listen. She does a great job. Fabulous job. But you could open up any one of those panels and do as I taught you. Play it slow, keep your finger on the cursor, and notice the information that comes through each box. The panel and the boxes become just Don and Candace. The information is not what it appears to be. So if you play it slowly, the boxes shift and they tell a story that is so very important to busting this open, but yet no one wants to stop and look at it. I don't remember any of these people. But all I know, it's not the people that are important as much as it is what shows up in all of the boxes when you play it slow. You guys, it falls apart. Falls apart like an old pair of jeans. It just shreds. It shreds. And the information that is being given is just so critical to helping find these children and to find what's going on and to save them. Don is not Don in all of these squares. And whoever that girl is winds up holding not her square winds up holding a quite bloody baby. Each one of these squares becomes a live sacrifice, you guys. And this is what I have been saying. The sacrifices and the information is at the fingertips for any investigative reporter or any FBI or any law enforcement to go get. I would tell them to just go back to the old panels, and I would know exactly, and I would say to follow the panels that have been there for a very long time, because a photo like this right here shouldn't be in that box, right? So if it's in that box, like that, all I'm doing is asking the creators to take a look at their videos. Because it could really, really help. You see, I'm not here to do anything but help spread information and help educate people on how to look at all of this new technology, how to look at all of this shit that is being put on for the people that are sad in their life, that are hurting, that don't know what to do other than like inflict pain. Right? This is what's in the videos. So looking at the panels is critical to look at slowly. Tape it with your phone, hold your finger down, and just keep looking at the images and how they change. The information tells the story, you guys. Now, at first, I saw the information before I even knew I could grab the images. The images I'm grabbing are not in my third eye. These images match the images that I have been seeing. These kids are brought into very dark rooms. Very dark rooms. They can't see very well. They can't see the people. They have masks on because they're cowards. They're cowards. Each square winds up telling the story. This square is very much a square that is Don Wells's background, but yet this isn't Don Wells in the photo. People are looking for bits and pieces of information to put together in order to help these children. And what I am saying, you guys, is it's right in front of you. And because your brains don't want to see it, and I don't blame you, because once you see it, you don't unsee it, and your brain is telling you that's Candace, that's Candace, that's Candace, that's Candace. Well, that's not what Candace looks like, and she was never that thin. No offense, she was way heavier. And that thing that I put in, that I blew up on the right-hand side, is part of the equipment. That there, I show over and over. So the day that I always say, I don't have to keep showing it, the day that the law enforcement wants to see it, I have the photos. This is a picture that should have been recognized by the law enforcement that something is wrong in these videos. Something is wrong. There is communication being done when they go on panel. And now that the panels are all up there, for you to see, my suggestion is to, if you don't have anything else to do tonight, go open up some of these panels and go look at what they're showing. This photo has nothing to do with the conversation. Look what they're showing. It's really important that you see the information that is in front of you. Whatever this group is doing, part of what they need to do is show it. You guys, this isn't Candace. This is another person. Another person being victimized, abused, and sacrificed. Right on Ziggy's panel. Right on the panel. It's on everyone's panel. And what I'm having a hard time understanding is why is it that not one person, there's been hundreds of panels, hundreds of interviews, thousands of lives, same people, same creators, same information, same setup, same panel setup, but yet not one of them want to look at the truth or own the truth that is on their site. Explain that to me. That's where I feel, I'm not going to say exactly, because what I would love to say, I'm not going to point fingers at all, because that's not my job here. My job is to tell you that that's not fucking Candace and that's not Don. These are two more sacrifices that happen live on this channel with all of the same creators that pop up on the panels. All of the panels have the same creators. It's all the same. It's all the same. Every channel, I've never been on they would never bring me on a panel. I've never been on a panel. Why would they bring me on a panel? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they brought me on a panel? I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, hello? Seriously. It's not covered. It's right there. And whoever is with Don is a little child. That on the right-hand side, you guys, is not Candace's body. For all we know, it's Summer. But let me tell you something. That's not Candace. This is someone who's as little as a piece of paper. They're not, the head is what you see in the right-hand side. This is the body. For all we know, this is Summer holding her Paw Patrol. That's her Paw Patrol. Giving information, showing the elements. It's telling the story. It's not Candace. It's not Candace. And that's what I did today. I spent all this time looking at these panels and looking at the photos and information and looking to see who is on these panels. And let me tell you, it's the same people over and over. So that gives the same people many, many chances to be like, okay, something's wrong with this. You guys, it's right in front of us. It's right in front of us. That person has a mustache. This person in front of you has a mustache. Has a mustache. That's really obvious. Seriously obvious. So this first part of my presentation is here to show you how easy it is to put this all together, to show that this is all complete bullshit. And the bullshit is coming from the same channels as it did in the beginning. Same channels, same people as the beginning. The square that mother started with winds up holding the white piece of the baby turns into the white thing with the red heart on it is what it is. And I'm not saying that her baby, but I'm telling you that square shows a baby sacrifice. And it's not that lady anymore in that square. This is a guy. To me, this looks more like Justice Justin. But this is what her square turns into. That started with that square of that person. I'll show you. Started out as, let's see, as this person. And she winds up holding a baby, but this isn't her. But this is her square. This person, her square on her in the panel, becomes this, you guys. You just have to look. That is a child in the white thing with the red heart on its back, and that's not her. Now let me show you this photo of Summer. This photo of Summer was the most important car photo out of all of the thousands and thousands of versions going around. There was one photo that gave the most information. Many of the photos were changed. They were sent out different versions. This version of Summer tells me the story. Now, I don't know who else sees the story, but I'm going to cut this into pieces. When I say that each child has a clear box with maroon metal, this is Summer. That is her clear box with the metal behind her. Behind that is the maroon box with that little white thing. It's not a red tote. That boob thing on the side here, I have shown that. I call it the boob thing, right? Let me turn it. Every child in every case that I've talked about has the same setup. It's the same thing. You guys will remember back then when someone I said, "Oh, this is Summer, and this is the most to the closest to the truth," because even Michael Vaughn has that same white jugs. See the one right above her head right here? Kylie has the same thing. Correct. Every case I have covered, you guys, has all of these elements. This photo is really, it's the photo that I see within my third eye. This here, every case has it, including Madeline McCain, including Lori Vello, including the Watts kids. Michael Vaughn's is the most obvious. This section right here, everyone has it. Back here, that's not a tote. For anyone who's been following me knows that that's the maroon box with the little teeny white thing. Correct, rumple long hair. They all have the same thing under their neck. So I could copy and paste even the way their heads are. You guys, it's all the same. You see the maroon boxes behind Summer? It's not a car seat. It's never changed, you guys. Since day number 1, this was the photo. And they're like, no, someone took it from the phone. Is this someone's phone from the phone? No, it's not. This is how they do it. They have it in all different phones. They have it on all different equipment pieces. She is sitting on the same maroon boxes as everyone else is sitting on. It's right there under the fake milk jug. The milk is covering those maroon boxes underneath her. Do you see how that's cut? I didn't cut it like that. Someone let a photo go in the beginning of Summer Moon Wells's case that shouldn't have been. This is the photo. And then they had another version come out. That is not the version that I kept. This version happens to be on Ziggy's because she was there in the beginning, you guys. Which is a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a great thing. So you have to, the information that you get, you have to vet it yourself. This tells a lot of the truth. I'm going to show you some now photos of faces that appear within creators' faces that are telling the story. Again, it's not about Molly. I wouldn't do that to anyone's channel. But what I am showing you, now this was just put on, this was just last night's. I mean, I could pick from hundreds of videos because every video that I pick shows shit. How you know which video will give you the most information are the ones that close up of the face, lots of movement. Basically this video from last night. This video is being used as a deepfake cover-up to whoever is under there. That's not Molly. Sorry, but Molly gained a lot of weight, and that's not Molly. Molly's way chubbier. It's not Molly. She's gained a lot of weight. I'm sorry to say, but this isn't Molly. But what this is the same face that is appearing in all the videos. And they, to me, look like Brian Kohlberger's father. So when I say, oh my God, you know, it has nothing to do with her. I'm just asking her to acknowledge the fact that you're being used. You're being used and abused. And you don't care, obviously, that you're being used. Obviously, you don't give a shit. Because if you gave a shit, you would do something about it. Obviously, you don't give a shit. Because you're the poster child to be hiding all of these people's faces. Your face is hiding all the victims' faces. But you won't even acknowledge it. Why? Been asking the question for a year. Why is it that someone who has a very large channel will not acknowledge the fact that the person that is under your face is a victim? Seriously? That's the question I would love to hear an answer. I don't care about you. I just want to know why the fuck this wouldn't be acknowledged. No, it's not the same Molly. I agree. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different story, Steffi. That's like a whole different show. Whole different show. She's a whole different person. Why? Because they're all deep fakes. It's not, that's not her. It's not her in any of these pictures. Personally, I see Kylie. I see the Idaho 4 girls. I see blonde-headed girls in these photos. Totally not Molly. But you guys, guess what? She doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't give a fuck anymore. Correct. There's a man in here also. Always has the same glasses. So the person in here changes. It's not the same. The person in the bottom right-hand corner, to me, looks more like Brian Kohlberger's father. Now, I did a live on that before. So let me show you this picture close up. You see Molly, and then you see another person. It's so obvious that there are two people. There are two people here. I mean, Molly is completely demented. Her face. I mean, that's not even her. I don't even know who that is. But I can tell you that the information that's beneath her face is critical. Critical. Wherever this person is in the room that is used as the victim's room. Because I pointed this out before, her living room has the equipment. I pointed this out before. So whatever's going on here, the law enforcement, it's not that complicated. But no one's looking. It's not her living room, not her kitchen, it's nothing. You guys, that's the equipment. That's not Molly. Look how thin the face is. Molly's chubby. They do the same thing, and I'm bringing up different people because I want to show you, and I want these creators to know that every time they go on, I grab photos and put it in their file. Ryan Upchurch, perfect example. He will not acknowledge it either. Ryan Upchurch's face is also looking like the same face as Molly. The only difference? No glasses. It's not Ryan. You guys, it's not Ryan. So if you look at the smaller pictures within the photo, that's the most important information because that's what is hidden. But nobody will talk about it. That's Ryan Upchurch, so adorable. And that's a picture of we don't know who, but that's not him. That face, the point of this section of my presentation is to show you that the faces are becoming really tight. They're all looking the same. So, you all want to acknowledge it or not? That's your problem. I'm just going to keep gathering my photos, and the day comes when the law enforcement, all they're going to have to do is facial recognition. But holy shit, Ryan Upchurch has tons of faces underneath his. This is the family that I follow, and this is the family whose mom looks almost like a twin to the sheriff where Kylie Rodney Moscow. No. My God. Where Kylie Rodney was murdered. So I just go back and I gather my information. And Kingsport is one of the locations I keep being pulled towards. Kingsport. Over and over. Kingsport. The smokestacks. The real high, like I see close my eyes and I can see the real high tower. I see the smokestacks. I see open land, real open land, and I see Kingsport, you guys. That's what I see. Truckee, thank you. Oh my God. Nevada's a huge one. But the photos that appear in this family's pictures just from not even 5 months ago, the same information that showed a year ago. Difference is they're different children. There are more children involved. They have more victims that are being shown in these pictures. Does it have to do with the channel I got it from? I don't really give a shit. I just know that this is where the law enforcement should go get photos so they could see location. Not to say it's them, because this stuff is placed under their photos. Yeah, this spring equinox. I mean, my head has been so heavy for, I think it's been over a week that I've had a pressure headache. It's just a pressure headache. It's like pressure. But this is what I see. I grab it easily because I know I see it in the photo. So if someone puts a photo up and you don't see this, I see it. So I know exactly where to go in the video. I go right to that frame and go underneath the frame. I just go underneath the frame. I know where it is. I have a little leg up, right? They have the photos. So I pulled these because I want you guys to know that this is what I see as part of the solution. I see these pictures and I see information that has to do with these kids that are basically, not to be horrible, but chopped up. This is what I see. I see Warrior's Path, Kingsport. Yeah, Mother Earth is really fucking pissed. She is so mad. But this is Kingsport. And these photos, they may look, the one on the left-hand side up on top may look very strange, but let me tell you something. That gives information to location. I'm not in a position, I'm trying to get myself in the position where I can go and dig with the law enforcement. I mean, all I could do is show it you guys, right? They show this information, and this is what's happening, you guys. Your brains will not be able to imagine what they're doing to these victims, because it's stuff that you you can't even think up yourself because you don't even know it's something that could be done because it's so horrific and nothing that you could even imagine. But these people's videos show it. Why is it that I could show this over and over and over and say this is in the creator's YouTube channel and no one does it? No one gives a shit. I don't know who this is, but I see Don Wells in here. So I'm showing this to you because I see Don Wells. These are families that do shit in Kingsport, and I see Don Wells under these photos. And this is who I see. Wait, where's the photo? 23. Oh, that's weird. Oh, isn't that strange? The photo's not on the page. So what that tells me is this photo. The photo isn't on the page, you guys, and it was on the page. It's not, now the page is blank. So what it's telling me is this photo. See how it's blank? This photo that should have been cropped to show Don, that's not that guy in this full photo. I see Don Wells. I know you guys probably don't. But I spiritually see it. And I see, the boxes that Summer Moon Wells is sitting on. To me, my spirit guides are saying that this is a very, very powerful photo that tells a significant part of the story, as if this is where Summer Moon was when she went missing. This is what I'm getting, that this is where Summer went, that this is her information. Isn't that interesting? Isn't this the same kind of box that Summer was in front of with her brothers right before she went missing with those gym shoes she had on? This here speaks Summer Moon Wells' story. Wait. See, let me put it up here for a moment. Yeah, oh, Jared. Yeah, that's a good one. Because Adventures with Purpose, not to call them out, I'm calling it out because I feel like a company like theirs has a pretty significant part. Oh, wow, you guys. These are like the things that allegedly, thank you, Steph. This is like the information that actually I see on their boats. These are the pieces that I show you guys are on their boat. Right here. Yeah, this is a very important photo. So somehow it disappeared on that page for a reason. Those there, that is what this is under a bridge. You guys, this is under a bridge. So when I look at photos and I get a story, what this is telling me is this is under a bridge, under a railroad, This is under. Yes, Don's eyes are what I have here. Yeah, see how the eyes are different? This is exactly what it looks like. And those are the boxes that Adventures with Purpose I show in there, right here, in their boats. And here's the doorway. And here's the railroad, the bridge. This is a railroad. A car, or like a go-kart, like a cart, like a train goes above it. So this is underground, you guys. This is under. These are the tracks. This is the doorway under the bridge that they come out of. These are the containers that go on the boat. That's what I'm being told. I'll show you Don's eyes. Yeah, one of them is his eyes, one of them isn't. This photo, look at the yellow, look at, it's a train. This is a train, like an old train station is right, like a train ran above it. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, I have this photo of, this is what I said before. The photo of Summer with her brothers. They're like standing by that box and she has the shorts on. She went on her trip. Like the kids, let me see what's under kids. Kids pick. Let's see. It's a picture that I have. You know, even though we're not talking about this right now, this is the picture that just popped up. This is Madeline McCain. And there are lots of Madeline McCains. This photo shows lots of different kids' faces, and see how she's in a box? It's a box like what you're looking at. It's the same kind of a box that you're looking at right now. It's the same type of a thing. All of these kids, all of them are the same. All of them. Madeline McCain's photos that I have are very, very specific. And I have video on her that's mind-blowing. But this here, I believe, is that room. Yeah, with the yellow chairs. Shit. Well, I gotta find it. Summer. I'm not gonna find it probably, but let's try. She's with her brothers, and there's yellow furniture. It's the same furniture. Summer. Let me give it like. Oh, interesting. Remember I said I thought that this was Summer? Look at this, the man that I hasn't going through Summer's pictures. That guy's face really matches up to the faces we're looking at. I'm telling you that these people's faces are coming very close together. I mean, I have them in a file of what is important and which ones are, you know, true or false or real or not real. I'm not gonna find it. But I know that this, I have to match up to that room for next time. For sure. This is what's in the room. It looks like, you know, this is the room. I have to find those photos. It's just a close-up of this guy's neck, one of the victims that are in these photos, and that blue thing around his neck. This is, I'm putting this in my bag of goodies. So, you guys, this is the family that has the photos that match faces with who I'm following. All the photos I've shown thus far come from these guys. Now, it's got nothing to do with them again, allegedly. And I know who I see in these photos, but the most important thing for you guys to see is that the pictures behind their photos are different. There are different people here. And the people that I see, again, match the profiles of the people that I'm following. Okay? So, let me zoom into these pics. Let me grab this guy's eyes. Here, again, there's all different eyes. So the eyes that you see that are bulging and old are different from both eyeballs here. They're different. I mean, you can't, they're different. And the person that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a lot of people that have YouTube channels. Now, I believe that whoever is being shown here is one of the guilty parties. And it's not the man that you see. It's the person that's hiding underneath the face. Now, I could match these faces up, right? I'm not quite clear why none of the investigators have matched any of this shit up yet. Because this face shows up all the time. Right there. That's under that pudgy man's face. It's obviously not him. But this is a face that I see all the time because I have photos of this guy is sitting in the Appalachian Fair stands. And he goes back to one of Candace Here's family members. This is, to me, one of Candace Here's, it looks like Candace Here's family member that is at the reunions, who I also found in, right, the family reunion. Correct. Same person. It's the same face, you guys. Same face. Here, wait, let me do here. So, like, it's not... Here's family reunion. Let me see if I have a snapshot of him here. It's really not that complicated once you start pulling together the information correctly. Here, family. Let's see. My goodness. Yeah, he will match. Okay, here we go. This photo, so this man I'm about to show you is at Grandis's family reunion. Like, it's at the reunion. Right here. And he winds up at the Appalachian Fairground. I believe that that's the face. This guy. That is right at the reunion that has the equipment, the phone, like they show everything. Grandis's family reunion has all of this shit. See, remember this? I showed you, I'm like, that's the equipment. That's the little tweezer thing. That's the fake phone. I believe that's him. But it's right there. It's not like these faces don't make sense. And plus, of course, I see Benny. But that's beside the point. And these are men. This is not a woman. These are men. These are men. This guy here to the right here is so, this is so Grandis. I think that that's who it looks like. Like, they're really trying to, you know, like bury their faces in here, but it's not the same girl. Like, the girl that we're watching in these videos does not look like this. This looks like, remember when I'm like, oh, that's Benny at Summer Moon Wells's vigil, and they're like, oh no, he's too fat. That's his uncle or something. I'm like, what? That's who is, to me, that's who is at Summer Moon Wells's vigil. And that's not the lady, that's a man. That's a man who looks like the person that is under tattoo on left arm. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what that tattoo looks like. But these guys are not one of them looks like the you know, the people that are doing like the YouTube channels that used to be sheriffs or used to be law enforcement or used to be FBI. These guys all look like them. But that's just in my own head. But they all, to me, look like Brian Kohlberger's father. See? They all look the same. There's no difference. You guys, it's almost as if the picture comes from the same video. Look. You know that's not Molly, and you know that that's not the girl that's in the video. Completely not. But whoever is showing is identical to each other. So that's where the truth is. That's where the truth is. That is where you got to get your information. That's where you got to get your information. So it's the creators that have the information within their videos, you see. This here is identical to Mali. Both these videos were done around, they were just done. This picture, to me, is saying the same thing as this one. So whoever is under these photos, what I'm saying, are the same people. Whoever is hiding under these photos. Because those are not the people in their YouTube channel. I'm calling that out. And they're doing the same thing. No, that's not Molly. It's not that lady either. It just isn't. That's that lady. Do you understand that that's the lady? That's the lady that is supposed to be the same as this. So these two people are supposed to be the same people. The picture to the right is showing the room that has the victims. The picture to the right is a torture room. This is what they look like. Their heads are above ground. You guys, this is exactly what it looks like. Their heads are above ground. And this is what it looks like. And yeah, that's what it looks like. And it's in these guys' videos. I mean, oh, here's the picture. All right, I'm showing you that to me this is Don Wells. Maybe Don Wells mixed with Adventures with Purpose. To me, that's Don Wells. And I believe that to me looks like the same room. Everything is in this room. Everything. This guy doesn't have a mustache in the pictures, you guys. He's clean shaven. And that eyeball, to me, is Don Wells' eyeball. Check it out. Wait, let me crop it in. This, to me, I mean, we've all seen Don Wells for almost 2 years. And we've all been looking in his blue eyes for a very long time. This eye right here does not belong to this guy. This, to me, is Don Wells' eyeball. Let me get a picture of him. I have thousands of him, so let's see. Don. My God, it's so Don Wells. Oh my God, you guys wait till you see this. Holy shit. Like when you put it side by side, it's quite incredible. This here, and here's Don. Wow. Oh, this here is the same room. This is the same room with the that I showed you before. I'm in the same room. They're acting as if it's a restaurant, but what this girl's sitting in is one of those chairs. I've shown that before. I think it's in my presentation. Wait a minute. Let me see. I think it's in here somewhere. My God, you guys, my presentation is so large. Right. All right, let me find that chair. I believe it is in here. My God, I have the Beast and Bunch. I have so much stuff in here. This is crazy. I do. Okay. So what you're looking at is the same thing as basically this. What that girl is sitting in is the chair I always talk about. See? That's this chair. It's the chair with the wheels. See them in the back there? They're in these chairs. Wheel them around. This is what's in her glasses. It's just elements. She's basically looking at the top of the boxes, number 5s. This part of the presentation that I'm moving into is the Summer Wells Jose section in Mexico. This is these are the Google Maps. So it's Summer Wells. I don't know what this is, but it came up and it shows that this was a party that shipped a refrigerator from Mexico to Texas. I know how to follow bill of ladings and shipping because I used to do a lot of that. So I was able to track it. And I tracked it because it's super, if you know how to do it, it's super easy. And that's what I did with this refrigerator. And it brought me back to the location. This was like a year ago. And thank you to my subscriber that asked about it. So I went back and looked at my pictures and I'm reviewing it because it's super important to do it now because now there's so much more information out there. This is the street in Mexico that is marked basically Jose whatever Summer Wells. So this is how you find it on Google Map. You could go down into the video and I followed it because I looked at this bill of lading. Yeah, Summer Wells Acquisition is all I know, and then it said Jose. And it just came up because a year ago I was looking at Jose in Summer Wells, and this is what came up. And it was a one refrigerator that from Samsung, which is basically right next to this Alorica Central, which is a huge company. I'm going to show you. I looked at their photos, even though this just looks like someone that's bungee jumping, there's a lot going on the corner of this Summer Wells Road. I don't believe they're bungee jumping, but this is a location that if I were the FBI and I were looking to find out information that is overseas, I'd go right to this address. Because what's shown in these photos pretty much are identifiable to Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's information. Really, really closely. So the fire with the face, and here's the bar. And then what is showing in that, right in that mirror, is extremely important and is a major, major element to the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's case. I just took the photos that to me showed information that I would like to review. They're really, really, really consistent with what I've been showing you within all these cases. So this location, this is right next to the refrigerator location. Summer Moon Wells' address, Summer Moon Wells / Jose, happens to be a place that sells refrigerators. And I'll show you within 5 miles are these companies. Within the windows of these companies show the elements, yes, blue tarp. It's this here show the elements of Summer Moon Wells children. It just does. It's the same. There's nothing different about the photos that I can tell. Going back to that blue tarp, yes, our blue tarps, yeah, there's a lot of freaking blue tarps everywhere. But the fact that this blue tarp is next to the yellow and next to the maroon thing that's shaped like a V and next to a hole in the wall like that and underground is really important. To me, this would be a location that should be checked out. This should be checked out. It, to me, screams, check me out. Just does. It's, to me, very important photos. Inside, so these are photos that are taken right outside of Summer Moon Wells' address. Inside these cars shows the boxes that I say go underground, and these boxes are shown within the windows of the cars as if they're in the fake car. So when I show this, to me it's the fake car. In the picture to the left, I turned upside down because it reads. It was flipped the other way, but I turned it. These are photos that what their road looks like. We all know that this isn't what the road looks like, but what we also know is this is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's underground railroad system that I have been following. So this here are photos that are right on the Summer Wells Jose information. I don't understand if this was to be completely ignored, that would make no sense to me. Because this isn't something that you find on the street. These are their new updated photos from 2023. Summer Moon Wells is right at that building. This is in front of Summer Moon Wells' building that I have on the map. This, to me, this is the fake car. And it just shows right in there. And that's the dollar sign, whatever that is. This is nothing more than the boxes. This is nothing more than the equipment to me. These are all new. This was just updated on the site. Why would it be updated? This is her address. This is what's inside the door of the address. Now, could that be something else? Yeah. But let me tell you something. It, to me, screams Summer Moon Wells. It has everything to do with the elements, you guys, that I have been showing. Everything. And the fact that these are in fake cars, and that the information is in fake cars, and her location is surrounded by tires in fronts of cars. I mean, look, there's the head in the box. It's right there. That's the head in the box that I've been showing over and over. It's right in the door. What else would that be? It's the same. This is the same information. It's marked Summer Wells, Jose. This isn't correct. Here, see Summer Wells 19. That's the location right there. This is Summer Wells 19 is up in the left-hand corner. That's the building. Across the street, you have all of the car parts and you have the tires, but the most important thing to recognize is the street is normal. The street has the same information that Summer Moon Wells cars attach themselves to. Why would this be in the streets of Mexico? It's not, because it's all deep faked. See that? Look at that. You tell me that that's on their streets? Absolutely not. This is telling a story. These are telling stories, you guys. That is showing inside the car. It is not a reflection of what's across the street. How do I know? It's because the whole entire car is filled with the equipment. The whole car is filled with the equipment. Wait, hold on. Right. This is, I'm going to show you what's in the front of the car. So you see that when I say that the cars have shit in it, remember I showed you the car from Madeline McCain, and I'm like, you guys, that's all the equipment. It's the equipment. It's in the freaking car. That's the equipment. This is the same thing in Mexico that says it's in Mexico on the streets, named Summer Wells. There it is. Look at the front. Forget that there's signs in it. Look at the front dash, the front dash. Forget the signs that they're there. And look inside the car. I showed this to you in Gotcha Man's garage all the time. This is what's in the cars, you guys. Period. The other car that's in front of the Summerwells 19 shows this little piece of equipment that I just showed you was in Don and Candace's picture. Let me go get it. I said, look at that's part of the equipment. So let me show you how things just match up. I don't just blurt out, oh my God, this is like part of the equipment. Like, this is the equipment. No, I don't just say shit like that. Let me show you something. What's in the window of this car up in the left-hand side is the equipment. This is exactly what I said to you is with Don and Candace in their house. This is that. And that's what was in front of, they left that shit at the door of where, Summerwells's door that they said that she came out of. This little piece of the equipment, which is kept in a bag of some sort, is right at the door. Wait, let me crop this for you guys to show you. So there's no reason this shit should be in the window of this car in Mexico. Someone please, really seriously, think about this. So this is with Don and Candace. That is the same thing as this. See the number 5? See the maroon number 5 in the middle? These are the same pieces of equipment, you guys. This just happens to be in the window of the car in Mexico on Summerwells and Jose Street. I mean, you know. Oh, thank you for that super sticker. I just saw someone said that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Stuffy. So all of them, there's the bottom. Remember I said tires, and they do something with the front of the cars. The front of the cars with these tires is a way that they transport. Look at the bottom photo. It is speaking to you. It's speaking to you. This is the front of a car loaded with tires. And it's not really front of the car. It's like a miniature fake car. This one's from 2021. This might as well be Gotcha Man's garage. After he blows shit up on the bottom right-hand corner. I mean, it's marked out so very well for the authorities. Everything in these windows are the same flying little pieces of information that I showed you at Kylie Rodney's fake party. They are cookie cutter matching elements. Cookie cutter. In the window. That stuff is there for a reason. They're communicating. The front of these cars are not normal fronts of cars, you guys. Look, again, I'm going to show you the front of the dashboard. This is what all the cars look like that I have been showing. Look. That's not normal. And this is the street, Summerwell Street. All those little things in the window are the equipment. This is 2021. This one. But look at the front, the dashboard. This is what I've been showing. And this is all stuff that is in flying around, just flying around the atmosphere of all these dead children. Just flying around. This is what's in the back seat. It's called elements. Oh, long gone. Thank you. That's so sweet. So these are the elements I've been showing. And there's bars sticking in the car. The car's on wheels. This is exactly what the Idaho 4 car looked like. This could be the Idaho 4 car, by the way, you guys. The Idaho 4 car was on tracks. Where it was so embarrassing. They even showed it on the Good Morning America. Like all the big top news stations said, this is the car from the murders of the Idaho murders. And the car is sitting on a friggin' track. Just like this. It's on a track. Oh my God. Woohoo! Look at all my support today. Love it. Thank you. So you can't not see this. This here I was showing that this yellow building and everything here is very familiar. I will take a look at this and match this up. I'm showing you that this is the white, kind of the white truck that I said does all of the drop-offs and carries all the equipment. Is the white car that is reflecting in this window is the exact truck that I talk about. And it has the equipment in the trunk of the car. That is in the trunk of the white truck. See, that's the equipment in the back of that truck. And notice the windows, and notice it's always a maroon frame. That's the equipment. Here I want to show you was on the streets. I'm not really quite clear why he's attached the car, but it is the stick with the number 5 on it. It's maroon. I want to put it in there. That big red thing that he's standing on is important. I needed to put this in there because it's connected to a white truck. I don't have a very good read on this, but I know that it's part of the situation. This is what shows inside of the windows of the Summer Wells 19 location. This to me looks like the inside of Gotcha Gone's garage, I'm sorry to say. Oh my God, what is going on? Woohoo! See? Look what's going on here. So here, this is the window of Summer Wells 19. These are elements of Summer Moon Wells. And this is what's in the window. Those are the tracks that are shown underground. That's the number 5 box. This is a picture-perfect picture of Summer Moon elements. Congratulations on all those memberships. That's amazing. Thank you. Moving on to the people whose faces keep appearing. This photo I keep because this is the photo of Michael Van, the Michael Van that was taken's father's group of friends. I refer to this all the time because it tells a lot of story. This here, the people here, the faces have repeated between Michael Von Summer Moon Wells, Kylie, and Kylie. The other face that I'm keeping in my back pocket is this guy from Walgreens. And that's because this guy from Walgreens then shows up in some hamburger place with Bullhorn Betty and someone else. I can't remember because those videos were actually deleted. They're gone. And this guy's holding a photo of importance. So I keep this here. These are faces that I keep. Ryan Upchurch's face has a face underneath it. Whoever is under Ryan Upchurch that uses Ryan's face is critical. Critical. That face matches the faces I showed up front with the first grouping of photos. And then the photo to the right is something that I haven't shown in a while, but it is important for me to put it out there for any of those who come across these videos. The videos from the beginning are really, I do have them, are really important to go back and just check out and look, because they're holding elements of Summer Moon Wells' sacrifice. And this is a cage. This is in the church. Yeah. And this is important to show you guys that the information is consistently in front of us. Consistently in front of us. This here is the car that I'm talking about. That's Gotcha Man's Garage. Always shows the car with the equipment in it. And the guy to the right, it's a very confusing photo, but I'm keeping his face. He's from Ryan Upchurch's fans. But this particular face with the glasses, I'm keeping all of those in a file. I'm not really sure who is showing up behind him, but that's in his photo. So that stays with me. This here is also faces that show up. Benny's face changes often. Benny is used all the time as the front face of many of the people that I believe are involved. And of course, I'm not saying Benny because I don't know who Benny is, because Benny can't have 100 faces. There's only one Benny, right? This here, Benny, shows Check It TV. So this one has always been very confusing to me because Benny's face has Check It TV's face. Now, I don't know how that happened. And I don't know how it is that no one has noticed that that's Check It TV. It's Check It TV. And his face, and they weren't in the same video, his face is just under there. Whoever is to the right, I'd love to know who this is. Because this person has a lot of information to be told. This person to me really matches the faces that I showed up front a lot. And I keep certain faces, right? So this one, because it was so clear, when I see stuff like this, I categorize this as the same person. Not Benny. So, you know, I'm actually in his corner. I hope he's a good guy. I really do. But to me, these guys are the same. And I don't know who this is. I don't know. See, this guy shows up in Kylie Rodney's, and to me, that is Checka TV with the blonde wig. I really don't know how that happened. Again, this has never been looked at or discussed. But what's behind Kylie Rodney and the girl on the bottom is from Michael Vaughn's father's boat. So these people, what I'm showing you, repeat. They repeat. The girl on the bottom is the same girl that shows up in let me grab it right here. Let me crop it. That girl, let me see, is she have glasses on? No. That girl shows up with Kylie Rodney, and no one's talking about, you know, any of this shit, right? But she does show up. These three men, well, I'm just going to bring two of them. These people right here, to me, are the same that's with Kylie Rodney. That girl on the bottom, like, even though I cropped it, is that same girl. It's cropped, sorry guys. And that guy, to me, is on the boat as well. And that's the old man. Like, all the faces that I have in Michael Vaughn's father's pictures repeat. They repeat. This is something to look for. In the photos, this is a very big part of the sacrifice of whatever they do with the blood or the cutting. But this comes from the fisherman. And I keep this in my presentations. This person is another face to watch out for. He is in the fisherman's video, but he is holding the green face and he barely shows up. This person is recognizable, and I can't pinpoint it. I will, but he represents a face that we know, and he's holding the very, very important elements to the case, right? You see he's holding the green face, but here's a close-up of his face. He's hiding in the background, right? Oh my God, is this Adventures with Purpose? This is Adventures with Purpose, you guys. If you guys agree, wow, that's what it looks like to me. He's got a face like the guy from Adventures with Purpose. The guy that got busted. Let me grab a photo. Oh, wow. It's funny, when I say grab a photo, it brought me to a panel of photos from Oh my goodness. I'm going to be on here forever. Wow. Okay. Come on, Lori. Stay focused. This guy's face. Come on, give me a face. It doesn't download that quickly. I think I gotta clear out my photos. Let's see. Okay, I have. Let me see if this will open. Holy shit, you guys! It's really very close. Hopefully this will open. Okay, come on. Open. Open, 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 open. Yes! All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. So, my God, I have all my photos are cropped. Let me grab one that's not cropped. Oh, so here's a good one. So here I said this was the equipment that I said is in that room. I said, oh, that's the same stuff that's in Adventures with Purpose boat. Here. See, with the head on the chain. This is what I just showed you. This is what was on Adventures with Purpose's boat, you guys. This. Look at the head on the chain. And no one said anything. All right. Jared is his name, right? Let's see. Shoot. And remember I showed you in the just now, I said, oh, these bodies are in baskets. This is Adventures with Purpose also. They had everything. Adventures with Purpose had every element in their videos. So I have a side view. Oh, that's interesting. Here is not that great, but this is what I'm talking about. See the kids, how they're connected to equipment. She's holding her white box. He really looks the same. But Adventures with Purpose had a lot of information that really told the story. And it was really pushed to the side. No one wanted to touch it or talk about it or anything. I mean, here's Jared's glasses that show kids that are bound. This is Jared. I mean, look at that. You know, everything I have on the group matches the information that I show every time I'm on. Okay, continue. All right. Here. This is important to remember because not everyone has seen this. Kylie Rodney's flannel matched Candace's flannel in one of a very, very important panel that she went on. And I just wanted to put that out there because that was also something that no one really talked about. And these are the photos that have the equipment behind her, the ones that I just showed. This equipment. See, do you see what's in back of her? Again, you see what's in back of her, that little TV thing? This little thing. Wait. Let me crop it. This is what I just showed you in the panel with Don and Candace, and I also showed you in Mexico in the window. This piece of equipment right here is what I just showed you. And it's in the room with Candace wearing that shirt. This is the same thing. Now the phones that I'm showing you on the other opposite side are from all different cases, but they're all the same typical phones. It's just they need that. That's part of what they use. That's the phone. This is Gotcha Man's garage, and this is one of the cars that's in his garage that he's building. It's the same information that's in this car as I just showed you is in Summerwell's 19th Street in Mexico. Now, we don't know if it's really Mexico. It could be in Tennessee. It could be, right in Kingsport. I don't get into that because there's so many deep fakes, but what I do follow are the elements. And when they show a phone, anytime they show a phone, you need to look at the elements inside the phone. And that's the equipment. It's a fake fucking phone. And it's a fake car. I mean, look at the car with the... This car is showing you the same information I just showed you that's in Mexico. There's no difference. It's the same shit. It all has that number 5 on top. Yada yada. Same stuff. This is his car. Same information. But this is the top of his car. The picture to the left is from the family that I follow, right? And that's his car with the fake rim. That's what I was showing you, that round fake rim. But the picture to the left is more important because it's what's all the way in the back. All the way in the back of the is that house? Do I have it shown? Is the house thing? There it is. It's that house thing. But that house thing, I don't have it matching up. Wait a minute. Oh, there. And then I'll go backwards. In the back of their room is the same setup, which is in the Gotcha Man's garage. Do you see this information, you guys? It's the same information. They're all shaped as little teeny houses. It's just what it is. They're shaped as little houses. There's the blue, the blue, whatever you call it. And there's the maroon boxes with the white stuff. Now I'm going to go backwards to show you their faces. What you see to the left is from one of Madeline McCain's videos that I just recently found. What you see to the right is from that family's videos. These are children that are being abused. These are children that are part of the situation. This here is from the boat. That gooky stuff that you see, that big blob, always appears. It always appears. It's so I don't know what it is. It's part of the person. I don't know, but that blob winds up on the boat. It winds up in the cart, in the water, and I'm going to keep this all together as one element. Here is the boat, and I believe that this here is a ginormous part of the information that could help solve these cases, because this is underground. What you are looking at is the same thing I just showed you that they tried to superimpose in Mexico. What you're looking at is no different than what I showed you in the streets of Mexico. It was just superimposed. This is the same shit. So what that tells you, you guys, is that this shit is underground by a railroad, underground by water, by a bridge. This is all together. This is showing you that. That's all that's important to the people that are trying to figure this out, called the law enforcement. I've shown this before. This is the tractor. This little head, I kept it in here because I also have it in silver and white and black. I'm just buzzing through these. This is how they get into the water. This is part of the system. I put these photos in here, you guys, because I'm banking on it. I'm banking on the fact that when they blow this shit open, this is what the stuff's going to look like. That is what it looks like. That goes under the water. This is part of the system that moves and maneuvers, as well as this boat. You guys have seen this before. I had to keep it in here. This is still the family from the boat. I do believe that this is part of the equipment that they're showing. It's some sort of the bed that the body lays in. It just lays in there. And I do believe that that's part of the equipment. This is something that's going to be extremely important, if they ever really give a shit to find it. These pictures match, believe it or not. Madeline McCain and Summer Moon Wells have the same information behind them. It may not look the same to you, but I know it's the same. It has the same number 5 on the bottom. It has the same heart on the top. Madeline McCain and Summer Moon Wells show the same information. They went through the same situation. They were both sold for the same situation. I believe that the parents know what happened. I do. Just as the Wells know what happened. Period. I do not believe that they don't know. at all. This here in Madeline McCain's photo is the exact same room information that matches Summer. This is this. That's the heart. This is the number 5. This here is the same as Summer. They're in the same fucking place. The picture on the bottom, see how the picture of Madeline shows that that thing is in her head? Right here. Just like Summer's is. Now, Madeline has a lot of different Madelines just like Summer does. There isn't just one Madeline. What is behind her is the same thing that is behind Summer. And there are many Madeline McCains. You guys, these are the same people. This is the same frickin' group. They have gone through the same process. They have been in the same room. They have been in the same building. That is what the chair looks like, and that is what underground situation looks like. That is part of the equipment that flies and gives all those weird friggin' shapes. This is some sort of a chair that does some sort of a something that has something to do with shit that isn't legal. And it's on a boat. It is on a boat. Notice what is reflecting in the black is what goes in the front of the boat. That is the equipment. They said that Brian Kohlberger had learned how to skin fish. There's a reason for that, you guys, because they're skinning. They're doing that. They're putting shit in buckets and in pots, and they're doing shit with it. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Interesting. You see the guy on the right? That's not the guy from the boat, by the way. That's what his face turns into. That looks more like the person. Let me see something. I wonder, whatever happened with the Adventures with Purpose? See? Lori, combining them for that from, wait. Comment the other day, there's people being held in or under that building. You found that? Yeah, I believe. Yeah. There are people there. I mean, there's something going on underground there. And this is the fishing boat. There's something going on, and this is not a fishing. This is just they're being pulled up from the ground, from underground. I don't believe that they're in the waters. I believe that this is somewhere underground, that they're lifting people out of the boat. I mean, out from underground. I don't necessarily believe that they're sitting in the boat. That this is lifting from beneath. You see what I'm saying? Like they're on different levels. I believe it's 3 levels. See? They're lifting. They're not pulling anything out of water. They're like lifting shit out, up. It's lifting it up. And they're using spears, and it's, to me, it's just so much going on that it's too much to understand. The most important thing is that the authorities understand that they could get this information. Like this person, that's not the fisherman, this person is being maneuvered. Like he's connected to the A-frame. You see? Yeah, they're skinning, they're doing it to dogs, they're just doing it. And these are elements that show up. And what you see to the left-hand side, the guy, this person connected to those, that's the same thing that I showed you in Amber Hagerman's videos. This has been around since Amber Alert was the first one to use this equipment. These are kids that are on the boat that hold and are covered in this equipment, and they're on the front of the boat. They're on the boat, you guys. They're on the boat. That's all I know, and this isn't fake. They do go on the boat. I mean, this child isn't fake, and she's on the boat. I believe that Summer Moon was on this boat. This is the boat that I said I saw Ernie Shell on a boat, and I believe that this was Summer. I truly believe that this was the Summer that we knew of. And this is the same video. Same video. And I believe that is Summer on the boat on the left-hand side. And that little girl is just another Summer. And that is Summer to me. Attached to the equipment already. And I don't know why this picture isn't talked about or discussed, acknowledged. Look at her. Fucking look at her. Look at her. Crying. This is Kaylee Anthony. I wanted to show you that she also is a Summer Moon Wells child that went through the same information. She went through the same sacrifice. This is her. This is her. These are pictures that no one wants to look at, no one wants to talk about. This is the Beeston Bunch that shows sacrificial information. I've showed this before, but the information that they show isn't even possible. They show faces, they show elements, and again, no one wants to talk about it. I went back to every time, like Ryan Upchurch, every time someone shows a new house, all that it does is it gives whoever puts information in these new houses the opportunity to show elements within a house, or what it would look like within an empty house. And that's all this video does, is it shows the elements. And we don't know who that face is, but that's whose face is under the girl from the Beeston Bunch, or the Kent family. I have asked over and over and over and over again. I'm like, these faces are appearing in your videos. Who are they, you guys? But it's not just the faces appear. Like, who gives a fuck if someone's face appears in your video? La-di-da. They're appearing with the sacrifices. They're appearing with showing the elements of a child's head in a contraction. They're appearing with someone in a box. It's not like it's just there. This is what it shows. This is what is going on, you guys. So the point being, whoever's face this is, it's important to know. It's giving the authorities an image of a face. It gives authorities an image of a face of the information that shows someone in a box being completely brutalized. So it's not like, oh, like, you know, someone could say, well, who cares if someone puts an image under someone's face? A lot of people care, especially when it shows the images and elements of missing children and sacrificed children. Like, this matters. That matters. You can't believe it's real, but it's right there. It matters. What you see on the bottom right-hand side, you guys, is what they do with the fake chair that gets attached to the head. This is the part of that blue chair that Michael Vaughn has. That's a head of a child. So, believe it or not, it's right in front of you. Sick as shit. You can't even imagine what would be happening, but it's here. Here's the elements in the basement that they're putting in the basement of their new house, and their faces again are covered with faces that aren't theirs. I showed this the other day, I believe. He sort of looks like Don with a clown face. This all needs to be checked out. I don't know who they are, but what is showing in these basements is exactly the same information that I showed you in Ryan Upchurch's basement. It's not construction. It matches the elements over and over. The one to the right is from Madeline McCain. Madeline McCain went through this process of what you see being superimposed or built in these houses. This one to the right is from Madeline McCain's video. Wherever they put her, whatever they did with her, matches the elements that I am showing you guys. This was on Netflix. How is it that Netflix can put this out there and no one notices? This is the stuff that I said is in the basement somewhere. Netflix shows a shitload. Again, I'm just showing faces under theirs. These are children whose faces are covered. Same situation. This is a very important part of the presentation that I'm moving to. This video about Madeleine McCain shows someone that I do not know who she is, but the photos of Madeleine McCain are those that we've never seen before. Whoever this girl is, I'm going to go back to it. Oh, these are still the Beeston Bunch. Oh my God, I have so much of their photos. I showed this the other day, like, who is that guy? I showed these the other day. The racks in their window matches Checka TVs. Like, all the stuff that they show in this house is what Checka TV had in that fake house that he walked through. This is just information that's so important. This is what Checka TV shows in Kylie Rodney's search. These are the same rocks that they show. Those rocks, you guys understand, that is in the window of the Beeston Bunch's new house. I mean, seriously. Those rocks have hearts on them. Like, it's so freaking fake. So fake. That's one of the kids. Like, it's something that needs to be looked into. And I could just, every video I could put up here of theirs. That is Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito is, to me, another one of those that wound up as a sacrifice. And her story was just dropped like a hot potato. Gabby Petito, her photos really do show, as well as, I don't know who she's with, but I do not believe that that's Brian Laundrie. This is all the same stuff that was on Aaron Carter. And I don't believe that to me is a younger girl. But it's I will always keep that stuff together with Summer Moon Wells. There's Summer with her head in a box. That's the equipment. Yeah, Gabby Petito was definitely a sacrifice. That's Summer's head, by the way, in a box. I just want you to know. That's Summer. Just no one will recognize it. Now here's Madeleine. This girl is in Madeleine's video. I don't know who she is, but the pictures of Madeleine are all different Madeleines. This girl reminds me very much of the girl that came forward. Madeleine takes on lots of different faces. She shows a lot of different people. Shows that she was sacrificed, allegedly, of course. But these are pictures that you guys have never seen that look like her. This girl's videos show a tremendous amount of information. She has other children in there that reflect Madeleine McCain, but they're not Madeleine, but yet they look like her. And they are all sacrificed children. These kids have the same information on them across the board. Every one of her videos is a sacrifice. I showed this to you before. This girl was someone who went through horrific abuse, sexually, beat up. Like, she has a lot of information, and it looks as if somehow she got these photos of these children and posted all the videos. They all look like a Madeleine. They're not, but they're all sacrifices, you guys. The one to the left is from the Kent family in their new house. These are what their photos look like. Their photos definitely are showing sacrifices across the board. They show just so much information that needs to be looked into if in fact the authorities care to look into it, because it's overwhelming what they show. All of these little kids have the same little white things on their heads like Michael Vaughn did. They have that little strip down their face, same as the corner picture on the left-hand side. These children didn't have a choice of what happened to them, right? Now when you guys look back at Check It TV's information, you see that he was really showing the elements on the beach. Everything that he showed on the beach matches up to the story, matches up to the story here, matches up to my philosophy, matches up to the elements. This is from Check It TV. It's basically all there. And many of you may not know what I'm talking about, but it's really quite in my videos. That's the bicycle on the bottom right hand. That bicycle's used. I don't know where they're driving it, but it's used. Again, here's that little girl that was sacrificed in the videos. It's just another Madeline McCain is what it is. It's another Madeline McCain. These are another Madeline McCains that she shows. These children went through hell. You guys, when I tell you that these are the elements, these are live photos of what they have them do. I know what this is. Whoever this girl is has it all on tape. Why is it that no law enforcement is coming forward? It's that girl in that picture. It's just all the same. There's Madeline. And there's a few different Madelines. They do not have the same eyes. They do not have the mark in their eyes. Many of the photos, some do, some don't. But the girl to the left is who's in the video with her, as if she was sacrificed with her. And the chains, those are the chains on her. And we've seen those chains. Those chains are connected to the boats, and those chains are connected to the car. This is what Madeline McCain's photo looks like. Those are her eyes, you guys. And what's in between her eyes is a little, it's an element. It's an element. And it's real. And this is what Madeline McCain's photo looks like. Everyone's focusing on this dumbass lady when really the information is right in front of us. It tells you that she was sacrificed. It tells you her left eye was taken. It tells you she's connected to the machinery. It tells you that there's so many little Madeline McCanns that went through this. It tells you that she's the same story as Summer Moon Wells. These are the different Madeline McCanns. They're not all the same. You guys are not all the same. They're all different. They're all different. You see what she has in the back of her head? This is what I tried to show you guys that Harmony Montgomery's mom had in the back of her head. Wait, let me crop it. I'll just copy and paste and make it bigger. As you can tell, I'm losing my energy. Here. What she has in the back of her head there is what Harmony Montgomery's mom had on the back of hers. Right here. For all we know, the Madeline McCann that you see right there is the one who came forward. Because they're all different. They're not the same. This Madeline McCann here, it shows you what happened to her, you guys. But for some reason, no one wants to see the truth. The information is right at our fingertips. Right at our fingertips. And the creators that have the information on their channels are not going to look at it. I think it's more interesting that they're not doing anything about it. I beg and pray that they do. You guys, this is the end of my presentation. I got through it, and may justice come. May something happen tomorrow. May justice come in the morning, the next day, for these children. Thank you guys. Thank you for my super chats. Thank you for all those memberships that you gave out. Thank you, Muffin Top, and all of this. You guys were so great in chat. You kept it so wonderful and clean and interesting, and conversation going back and forth. I will be on in the next couple days, maybe tomorrow. Bless you all. Thank you all. And may justice come to the children of Summer Moon Wells. Good night, guys.